Previously on the Spice of Dice Clockwork, and we find ourselves here in Pendulum, the last great city in the world.
Today I am playing David Stalment. He is a small man, and he's carrying a little briefcase.
My character is Azathio Prine. He is made of like a dark, gooey, slightly translucent slime.
I will be playing Ezekiel Lupus Saul, sort of older half-orc man. The world has maybe passed him by a little.
I played Fyranie Hevlit, a human bard.
I didn't want to be here.
I'm Khadija Cogsworth, the Sorcerer Supreme. I can see every bad event that will happen before they happen. You have around 32 hours to prevent the next cataclysm event. Continues to speak. You have 32 hours to prevent the next cataclysm event. You need to travel to the town of Bark in the Waste. She's saying more. She's saying, you need to go. And like you feel as though like the static has like started to come back, and you have to fuck. Okay, I'm losing connection. Go to Bark. You have 32 hours. Don't fuck this up.
Where is what?
And all you hear over the radio now is static. And all you know is something's happening in a town called Bark in the Waste, and you've 32 hours before whatever is happening is gonna happen. What do you do, Bugs?
So I imagine we just sort of sit in silence there for...
Yeah, I'm just sort of looking around at you guys, trying to see if, y'all are gonna react.
Okay.
Nothing else is gonna happen.
Okay. I sort of look around the rest of them. Are y'all on board with this? Are y'all gonna do this?
We don't really have a choice.
I think you might.
I mean, we signed the contract, so...
Wasn't that the NDA? They didn't make it very clear. Okay, well, Bark. Do I know where Bark is?
Sure.
I imagine I would, right?
I mean, do you have like have you memorized all the small shitty towns in the Waste?
I mean, okay, no, that's fair.
I mean, okay, what role would equal geography? Survival, I guess?
In fiction, I'm going to say at this point, Zeke sort of stands up and pulls a collection of things out of the sort of inside pockets of his big coat, and from there unfurls like a map of the Waste, which is covered with the sort of marked out ley lines and things, and is going to try and work out where Bark would be on this. What role is...
I think even without a role, you'll generally be able to find where it is. If you want to be able to figure out like the fastest and best route towards it, that's going to be like a role.
Okay.
Of which I'm
so
going to say is...
role-less, where do I think it is?
Yeah. It's generally in like towards like the west of the Wastes. Also, give me either survival or investigation roll if you want to figure out like.
Okay, so my investigation is +1 and my survival is +6. So I'm gonna go with survival.
Oh my god, are you? That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a 14.
You know there are a couple of train lines that are gonna get you like a good portion of the way. It's like very far away, like out in the Wastes.
I've been sort of looking over this map, and I say, okay, Bark, that'd be out near the sort of eastern border of Vernon County. I think I can get us there. We can. Fuck. Okay. Is everyone sure?
Absolutely. I trust you. Not with my life, but I trust you.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of out of options for, like, I guess, my life. So I'm
God.
I'm going, yeah.
Look, I don't even really want to be here in the first place. Those stupid bullshit crows brought me here. But I was promised things if I do this job correctly. But if you know where if you know where we're going, then you don't really have a choice except to follow you.
I feel like, you have great moral compass.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck. If y'all are going, then I'm coming to. Yeah. You 3 fucking city slickers wouldn't survive an hour out there on your own. So
I live in a sewer.
I know, but believe it or not, there is a difference between a sewer and a desert. I don't know if you're aware. Okay, I stand up. Okay, let's go talk to the bird then. We go talk to Ollie.
Great. Yeah, so you walk back down and Ollie is like sorting through some letters, and she turns to you guys and goes, "Oh, hey!
Aloha!
Hi,
We've got a quest now, I guess."
Oh, that's great. Wonderful. I thought the radio thing freaked you guys out, but like you guys seem chill about it. Cool. Great. So
how the fuck did your boss get stuck in another dimension? What the fuck do you guys do here?
Sometimes just like general question. You know what it is? What I do in my personal life when she doesn't have personal life, like I like to have a drink, she likes to see other dimensions. We're just people.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Oh, wait. So what did you want to ask me?
Okay, we have, I believe, 32 hours to stop. What'd you call it? A cataclysm event? We gotta get out to Bark. It's a small town in Vernon County. That's where she said this is happening. Do you know how to negotiate travel on the trains? Because I don't. What do we do?
Well, to be fair, the trains that come in and out of the city, they're usually for like cargo and junk, since like no offense.
Yeah.
No one from here is gonna be traveling out to the wastes. And usually most people who do come here either stow away on the trains or, leave via horse, dune buggy,
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I mean, I could arrange for a couple horses or an automobile if that's. I mean, you seem like you're in a rush, so
yeah, we are very much in a rush. I think would there be cargo trains headed out that way that we could stow along on? We have a limited time frame.
Oh, most likely. The trains are always coming in and out of the station. The wastes are terrible, but they do seem to have like a good scrap of resources, like pensions.
Zeke is sort of twitching slightly every time she goes, "Oh yeah, the wastes are terrible."
If you want to be there as fast as possible, I think the best thing for you guys would to probably like sneak onto the trains.
Do you not have like connections that we can just like say, "Hey, we need to go on a train"?
Not one Uber.
Fun thing about, she should have said this in her spiel. Power vacuum. Try and not.
We're trying to be secret. We need to get out to this place where nothing is happening. Please don't follow us and try to work out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Well, we gotta go pretty quick then.
Good luck in your trip, I guess. Coworkers, friends, bye. Good luck. So you all leave, Khadijah's estate, and I just need to ask about Azathio really quick. So are you guys just like moving with him in plain sight?
Yeah, he's been in this for so long. He's just excited to be around people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because
tipping his hat at everyone.
Like walking through the street with this like slime abomination, and like a woman like pushing a stroller like looks at them and just screams, full like horror, like ah! Like screams, runs away. Like a lot of people are like screaming and hiding. Like,
should I roll to see if I notice?
Okay, yeah, I'll roll perception, I guess.
Nat 20.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, so good. I want a really funny thing out. Great. So you're looking around. People are starting to like, not even starting to. People have been screaming for a good couple minutes. Like people are running and hiding. And you get the feeling that like the longer you're just like, in plain sight, eventually someone is going to like call the authorities of the city, which kind of goes against the whole like, hey, don't cause a hubbub approach.
I turn into a dog shape and pretend to be a dog.
Plain sight.
Can I roll to see if I can do it?
Problem solved. Okay.
Or can I roll to try and hide? I can be like a puddle gutter thing and just slide along the gutter.
You can roll stealth. I'm opening dice card just so I know you're not fucking with me.
I mean, I rolled a fucking nat 20. I don't even...
Yeah, you're on nat 20 on like seeing, oh, like cool, like eventually someone is gonna come and like arrest me, maybe. Not like I rolled a nat 20 to origami myself.
+1.
Origami.
10. That's 11.
I'm just gonna roll for the general public. That's a 12. How are you hiding? Just like
I'm
like how
small as possible.
cool. So you kind of like try to like make yourself as small as possible, but like you can't really like change how much mass you have. So you just kind of become this like roiling ball of slime with like things floating in it, and like eventually
and still a wizard hat just sort of balanced on top.
And there's a wizard hat just floating up on the surface, and like eventually you just see like a very like stout man carrying I was gonna say a battery, not like the batting canes.
A baton.
Yeah, you see a man in a baton go, oh, what the you thing. Oh wait, how's everyone like else
Night
around
6.
them?
They're called Night 6.
Is no one else gonna help cover me?
Yes, so is everyone just like looking over Azathio?
I sort of kneel down and lean over the puddle of Azathio and say, "Is this okay? Are you okay to be out in public? I know it's the whole thing."
A woman is screaming in the background.
I don't think society is ready. Just yeah, ready.
Yeah. Maybe we give you a coat or something, and like cover as much of your slime as possible so people don't see. I don't know.
You hear another woman in the background. Please, not my children. Please.
Okay, calm down. It's okay, ma'am. He's perfectly. Well, okay, she's running away. Well, if you want to just seat back into the sewers for a while, you can meet us at the Grand Station.
Yeah, I'll slide on down. I'll see you guys soon.
Very sorry. Well, okay. Oh, there they go. Okay.
That's me going into the
Why?
Azathio slinks away into the sewers, and the rest of you are kind of like just left standing in like this like weirdly empty like intersection of a street since everybody has fled, and you just see this one like cop be like, I need to I'm gonna need to talk to you at the station right quick.
Wait. I would like to attempt to cast a spell.
Okay, what?
Oh, God.
What do you want to cast on this fucking policeman?
I would like to cast Charm Person on him.
Okay, because they're a cop, I'm not going to give them any bonuses.
Spice of Dice says ACAB.
Great. He got 12.
Ah, fuck.
What?
DC's a 12.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I stand up and say, so it's quite all right. And there's a little bit of a misunderstanding. You know how these magical types are, all their spells and their spellcrafting and what have you. It's just a bit of magic.
You were friends with that abomination?
That person, thank you very much, was just doing a little bit of magic, and it may appear frightening. We'll talk to them about it. We shouldn't do frightening looking magics in public.
Hey, let me tell you what I just saw. Your party was hanging around with some kind of monster that fled into the sewers, and then your friend over there, and then he points at Fyranie, tried to cast a spell on me. Officer McFudgeons.
He doesn't know that.
He doesn't know it when he passes? Wait.
He doesn't know what spell I was casting.
He knows you cast the spell, though.
Yeah, but he doesn't know what it was for.
Okay,
Mr. Furgens, sir, officer Furgens.
Yeah, Officer McFudgens.
Officer McFudgens. I don't know what spell my friend here was casting. I'm not well versed in these magical ways, but look, we're not looking for trouble. We're just trying to make our way on. We've got work to get to. You know how it is.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Okay. It's a +3 to that, so that's gonna be 10.
Yeah, you. This is the way this is fucking derailed. Yeah, you see, he like slowly starts to like take out a pair of handcuffs. Goes,
I jump in and I lie. Wait,
What?
Look. I understand how y'all folks feel about spells. They're not all bad. How do you know I wasn't attempting to try and hit the monster itself? I hate these things just as much as you do.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, really quick.
Not deception.
Oh no, yeah, deception with disadvantage. Sorry.
I suddenly whisper. Tell them. Don't just say. How do you know? Tell them the spell you're or tell them. Give them a name of a spell.
Duly noted. All right, deception. 15 plus 6. That is 21.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
Fucking bards, man.
Bards, dude. Good as shit.
I've learned the way of lying, and I'll never go back.
Yeah, so this cop goes, sounds all right to me. Sounds legit.
I'm with that.
We leave this situation as quickly as possible.
What do I know? I'm just a humble cop with dreams of making it in the big city.
Well, you're in the right place for those dreams, my man. Now we've got to go like real fast. We've got to be.
Do you want to read my screenplay? Wait.
See ya, Miss Fudgens. We leave. It's a good podcast.
Fucking stupid. Oh. You guys make it to the station inconspicuously now that your friend Azathio is traveling via sewer. And you
Can we say that I've on the way gone by my apartment and gotten like my gear and stuff, so I have stuff. I have like guns and stuff. Because I can't imagine I'm just walking around with guns.
Just all of your guns. Just all the time.
Oh,
I imagine that situation would have gone very differently if I was wearing a bandolier full of.
You have a very large coat on, like comically large.
Anyway, yes,
yes, whatever. Yeah,
you're wearing a cowboy poncho. It is.
I am
humongous.
wearing a poncho. Actually, I was about to say that.
Poncho is a way better term because saying you're hiding all that shit under a coat has other connotations, which aren't good.
Fair, okay.
So
yeah, I corrected myself.
Poncho over a coat. That doesn't matter. Okay.
Hey, you guys make it to the station. There's just like a ton of these huge trains hanging around.
Exclusively a cargo station, or is there like passenger trains here as well?
Oh, this is exclusively like cargo. As you can see right now. Yeah, you see that like people like loading and unloading stock. And there's just like a ton of workers running around. Like you're like semi kind of far away from the train tracks, but like not far away enough for it to be unreasonable. Like you book it or something.
Have we got Azathio with us?
There is conveniently a sewer grate near you guys.
So yeah, like,
and we arrive like at the exact same time.
Okay, well, should we work out where to wait for Azathio to arrive? And the sewer grate is thrown into the air as Azathio appears directly next to him.
I you know, like when you like throw slime.
What? No, I don't.
Why would any of us do that?
What do you mean? Yo, what?
Kind of be balled up,
You
but
know
then
when you throw slime
up against something. That's how. I got
when it splats.
Yeah.
And goes.
Yeah.
Like
And
spaghetti.
Metaphor.
Like when you throw spaghetti.
So Azathio appears like spaghetti.
Azathio slaps into the wall of the station.
Yeah.
What an
Hey, man.
entrance.
What's the plan of action? What do you think we should do?
Who are you talking to? Like, just us generally?
Just
or...
us generally. Sometimes I will address the group.
We want
Listen, sir, I'm not great at ideas. Also, I've been walking very fast. I'm a little bit...
That's
I'm
fair.
tired. Okay.
Yeah, take a moment to rest, little man.
Is David still carrying his briefcase?
Yes, absolutely. He never puts it down, Faisa.
That's a very big
What's in the
briefcase.
briefcase?
Zeke has been leaning down to have this conversation because he's a very small man. So Zeke stands back up and says, "Okay, if we can just jump the fence and try and get on the train as it's leaving. If we got on a train, just go in that direction, would it inherently be the right train? Or would we have to work out what train it is, Faisa? Or
I thought you were going.
They all like they. If you're
Zeke does. Finn hasn't had any of this described to him.
I'm pretty sure you said it was somewhere in the west. You know, like vaguely the direction it's going. So if you just follow that train track wise, and you know there are like towns before that, so we'll maybe make a couple stops like before that, but like you'll generally make it to the aroundish the same direction. It doesn't take you directly to Buck. Like you have to like walk a certain portion of the way.
So we're just gonna jump the fence and try and hop on the side of the train. So
I guess so.
Is that okay for David?
I might need a hand.
I can give you a hand.
like
I sort of place you up and put you on my shoulder.
Aww.
Oh wow! Yep, this is high up. Thank you. Are we hopping the? Are we doing the fence now? Or am I just on your...
Okay. You see a bustling train yard filled with workers unloading and loading cargo onto these trains. You see a ton of people just kind of on their break, not a ton of people paying attention, busy and unfocused. It is just a crowd of people doing their work. I'm going to need a group stealth check.
So that's a 3 plus 6. That's a 9.
Ooh. Not good.
I rolled a 4 plus 1.
I got a 21.
Hey,
Izzy is so stealthy.
It's up to you.
22.
Yay! Okay,
Yo,
half a more. Good enough, I guess. Zeke, you're like a pretty like big dude.
Like I know what I'm doing, but I know how to hide in like natural environments. But I'm just running across train tracks.
Oh, you know,
I have no cover.
Like fucking all the shit under your poncho, like your Vanderland, your guns and shit, is just making the most like horrendously loud sound. You're just like clattering like across the fucking like yard. And Azathio, I don't know. I feel like the slime isn't inherently. Oh no, you're making a weird like gross goopy sound. Just like cross.
It's gunky.
Yeah, but thanks to Fyranie and David picking up the slack, you guys don't make that much noise, and you make it in the direction of the train. So you're just kind of like chilling out in like. Wait, so how far away?
I imagine we just and just run to whatever cover there is around here. Maybe there's
a little shack. There's a little. Oh, I don't know. What's it called?
Yeah. They're for like not conductors. What are they called? The people who pull the levers that turn the things. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're hiding behind one of those.
Yeah, you're chilling next to one of those. Cool. I'm gonna say you're hanging out there for at least like a good like hour and a half.
Oh, good.
Just hanging out.
So what do you guys do when you're not sneaking on trains at the behest of superpowered beings?
I tried to turn myself back human.
You what? Huh? Okay, we've uncovered a well of backstory here. What's this now?
Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
You thought I was always slime?
Yeah.
Possible.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. You seem very comfortable with your slimy self.
Your slime hood.
It's been a while.
Your royal sliminess.
Well, how's your de-slamification quest going for you?
Not good, but I learned how to make an electric toothbrush from scratch in sewer pots. So if you ever need a toothbrush...
Choo!
Wait, no, I was... Wait. Wait.
You lost your humanity. You gained an electric toothbrush.
Do you have teeth? are your teeth slimy as well? Like,
would you look at that? The train is starting to move.
how liquid are your teeth? I need to know the answer. The train.
Oh no, the train is
Don't
starting
be
to go.
silly. I lost all my teeth long ago before I was slime.
Chugga choo choo. The train is starting to come.
You weren't slime? Wait.
Okay, the train has started to. Too bad we're not going to get a straight answer about this. Anyway. Cool.
Oh, we'll have time on the train. I scoop David up again.
Whoa!
I'm going to need
I say
athletics or acrobatics checks.
we have to run. You have very small legs. I feel like this is helpful, and I run for the train.
Give me athletics or acrobatics to get onto the train. Zeke and David, here's what I'm going to say. Zeke, so is this, I'm going to say this is like a help action. You're giving David advantage on this, or are you just like
I just picked him up.
Okay, because what I'm thinking is is he heavy enough to give this no, he's not.
Just a little guy.
I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy.
Everybody give me athletics or acrobatics checks.
Fuck yeah, another thing I have +6 to. Okay, that's going to be a 25.
Sorry.
Hey, so the other half of the crew that didn't make it on the train. So Zeke and David get on the train. Perfectly easy, graceful, like good fucking gazelle.
Like, are we in? Is it like an open-sided cargo thing?
Yeah,
Have you
it's
landed
open-sided. Yeah,
inside?
David rolled a 6.
No, but I said earlier you don't.
I was holding him.
Because,
He's fine.
Oh
yeah.
You were flailing around, and it maybe was disruptive, but the 25 I rolled means I dealt with it. So I put it down,
David
and I
is panicking a little bit. He thought he was. He nearly dropped his briefcase. But
anyway,
it was okay.
So back to Fyranie and Azathio, you're losing to the pace of this train. What are you doing?
Let me know the limitations. But would I be able to stretch and stick to the train so she can walk on me, quickly runs?
I've opened your fucking character sheet. Give me 1 second. You want to become like a rope? Like what? Wait, what are you doing?
They want to sort of slingshot themselves.
Okay.
Could I be a slingshot for Fyranie?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so you plan on throwing Fyranie, and then once Fyrnie's on the train, they like lasso you back. Is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay. What?
Zeke was taking a rope out of his bag to try and just throw it to them, but he's being slightly too slow. But this is happening in the meantime.
Why are you just like Fyranie, showman slingshot right now?
Well, why has he suddenly got a Cockney accent?
Where did it come from?
You know what, Mio, pitch me what skill you think this would be.
It would be
some fucking Looney Tunes cartoon as physics.
maybe acrobatics.
Okay. So give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. That's a 19 plus 1.
Oh,
20!
cool.
Jesus.
You know what? You narrate to me what this looks like.
Are there any like trees or shrubs around me?
There's some trees, but they're like gnarly and like twisted up.
I grab myself to 2 trees and I stretch myself back. I hope she's got a jacket on. I'm like, I slightly burn. I have clothes, but they can only do so much. I'm gonna be quick. I'm gonna shoot you into that train, and then
I imagine like you let go before Fyranie even has a chance to speak. You just
I'm just like, I pull back and back. I let go. Soaring. Like, there's a star in heaven that we can't reach.
Amazing. Cool. So Fyranie soars through the air and like and like David and Zeke, you lost sight of them for a second. So you're just like, what? Where are they? And like from a direction you weren't even like looking at, Fyranie just like bangs into like a random stack of hay in this fucking cargo. And is just holding like a thin like a wire of slime, and like I imagine like Azathio just gets like reeled back, almost kind of like when you go fishing, and just like reforms.
I walk over to the edge of the car and lean out to look back and see if there's a situation left behind us.
Azathio, give me like a luck roll really quick.
4. It's a 4.
I have good news. No one is chasing after you. But what you do see is like a little crowd has kind of formed looking on at the train that you guys are on. And they are just getting smaller and smaller in the distance as you can kind of like...
I take my hat at them.
Well, that might be a situation later. Well, okay.
And
Does there seem to be anyone else in this train car with us? Or is it just like an open-sized one full of like bales of hay and shit?
Yeah, fully. It is just an empty train car filled with hay. You see there's a couple packets of just like oats.
Packets of oats?
Just like sacks. It's like carrying cargo. Yeah.
Casual oats.
Casual packets of oats.
That's the brand name. Casual oats.
Casual bags of oats.
Well,
it's like the name of sponsored by Casual Oats.
Well, I go over and lean against a pile of own brand Casual Oats cereal. Go, well, okay, we're gonna have a little while. Azathio, did you say you were like a person? You used to be a human being? What the fuck?
Obviously.
What the fuck do you mean, obviously, man?
Yeah, what does obviously mean? Like,
I'm wearing a waistcoat and a wizard hat.
Okay.
These were tailored for a group body.
I'm wearing a waistcoat. I'm not a human being.
In this moment, you just see like Azathio's like familiar, that frog, just kind of like floating on the surface of their goo, just kind of like on the side of their face. Just
having a great time.
Still like ribbit.
Can I feed my familiar a little bit of oat?
They eat your oat.
Frogs famously big fans of oat.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Just one oat.
If you like frogs, you sure will love our unbranded oats.
But they're very branded. They're casual oats. The oats for the casual man. I don't know.
Check out our match shop with promo code.
Zeke is finding this pile of oats uncomfortable and goes over and leans against a hay bale.
That's fair enough.
He's like taken out his really shitty old rusty gun and is sort of taking it apart and checking it. This feels like a natural place to introduce like our classes, right? We need to do it at some point.
Yeah, good old boy. Go ahead. Sneak on the spirit moves you.
Ezekiel Lupus Saul is a ranger. More specifically, he's a homebrew revised ranger by, I've written this down somewhere, I believe, Fantasy Duelist on Reddit, whose name I couldn't find, but oh well, which is like a revision where he doesn't use magic. He's just a martial ranger. He's a sort of outlander, a man of the wilds. And it is combined with a subclass, another homebrew subclass. This is the most goddamn homebrew character I've ever made.
You put so much elbow grease into figuring out Zeke's bullshit.
I mean, this is the thing with Faisa floated the idea of the podcast to me about a year before we started, so I had a year to throw ideas around for Zeke, whereas I believe David was invented about 5 minutes before the first recording.
Literally, I've never felt more anxious and excited at the exact same time.
The dear listeners do not need to know this. For all they know, David has been in the works for a very long time.
Sure. Yes. Okay.
He's so well developed. He has such a deep meaning behind just all of the decisions I made. Okay.
And I've combined it with
a subclass. Go ahead.
With a subclass by, and I do know this person's name, Thomas McCarthy. It's called the Trick Shot Ranger. He's good with ranged weapons. He can do cool things. What are his ones? He can do stuff like defensive shots and deflecting projectiles and shit. And he's doing that with his shitty old 6-shooter because he is in fiction. Mechanically he's a ranger. In fiction, this man is clearly a cowboy. He's sitting here with a patterned poncho over a big coat and a Stetson. He has like a balaclava and goggles and things down around his neck they can pull up to deal with the dust and that. Yes.
I'm getting yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Moving on to the very well-developed world of David Stallman.
So David is
He is.
Oh, he is. He sure is.
He sure is.
The
He
realist.
sure is. He's a guy. What more can I say? He's a guy. David is trying his best. He's doing his best. He's doing the best he can.
So what I'm getting from you is that you're still not going to tell us what subclass this man is.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Okay, that's fine. Izzi / Fyranie, what's your deal, dog?
Fyranie is a bard in the College of Law. Maybe it's because she really enjoyed it. Maybe it's because it was the only option on D&D Beyond. The world...
Izzi, if you ask, I will make you a dice card account.
No, I'm good. She plays the lute, the drums, and the pan flute.
Nice.
Pan flute can be replaced with harmonica.
Is it still a lute in this setting, or is it transmuted
into a guitar?
Okay.
Do whatever your heart wants. Speaking of what the heart wants, please explain why you wanted to be a slime animal.
Funny.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Can you please tell the listening audience what class you are, so we can...
Azathio is a wizard. Pause. Did you put down what subclass in D&D Beyond?
It was evocation. That's
Why
what
do none of you
said.
know what subclasses you are?
Because it's a subclass. I choose it and then I forget about it, and I'm just like,
So we're on a fucking train.
You're on a train. You've been on it for a couple hours. You've seen the waste in many of its forms. You just see endless amounts of just like sand and cacti and dying plants. And every once in a while, you just see like a giant piece of like jagged stone out in the wastes. And Zeke, you would know these as like one of the few ritual sites. The train eventually makes it to one of its stops. And Zeke, you would know this is the area you need to get off to start walking towards Bark. And it is around sunset at this point.
I gather everyone together and we probably sort of jump off, since we're in an open carriage, a bit before the station, so we don't need to deal with any more people. How long walking did we say it was to Bark from here?
Oh, it is like not close. It is a good like hour trek of just going through the sand. Which you would know is pretty dangerous because A, it's getting kind of dark, and B, it's the waste. Nothing good lies here.
I am going to take out my ley line map again and try and consult it to see if there is a safer path through this, if there's like a canyon pass or something where we'd be shielded from it, or if we're just going to have to raw dog it through the desert.
Please give me a survival check.
You say raw dog it through... Did you say
I might have said that, actually. That is something I might have said.
You know, ye olde cowboy slang.
Ye olde cowboy slang.
Raw dog.
That's going to be a 19.
You have two options currently. A faster passage, but it would possibly expose you to more danger. It's kind of like a valley, like a little canyon. Not big enough for anyone to like fall to their death or anything, but like you could like make your way through it, although predators are known to stalk about that place, so there is a chance you may run into something. Or you could hedge your bets, go through a hypothetically safer option of just trekking through the sand, although that would take way more time.
We got two real options. Go through a canyon pass. It would be a sort of shortcut, but it would be more dangerous. Things are known to be there, but it would be much faster. If you see, the sun's getting low. If we're going straight through the desert, it's going to get cold. It gets cold out in the wastes and that. So what is everyone thinking? I don't know how y'all are for being out in the nature.
I handle it pretty all right. I don't get cold that easy, I guess.
Shortcut.
I haven't really done the whole nature thing at all.
From the fact that you are here in a black suit with a full briefcase, I can sort of understand that. I could see that. Well, canyon pass it is, but be on your guard.
You all start walking through the canyon, and as like the sun starts to set, like it is like the canyon is formed in a way that like almost like half of it is like just covered in shadow. So you can only see the path you are walking on unless you have dark vision, which half of you probably do. But it's
I do have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yes, you do, because every fucking fantasy race in Dungeons and Dragons is dark vision.
I don't imagine like we have torches and things, but I imagine I've kept them off and we're just sort of sticking close together.
Just trekking through the darkness. Give me a perception check, please.
That's going to be a 16.
I got 6.
Homebrew shit.
I also got 16. I got 15 plus 5, which is a dirty 20.
David, hey, you're not a man who's very comfortable or knowledgeable about wildlife and the outside, but you are knowledgeable about getting hunted.
Oh boy.
the hairs on your neck raise, and you just got the familiar goosebumps.
Yeah, I don't know where David is in the group. I'm assuming we're walking in like a line, or
something more or less like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But David just sort of stops.
I imagine you're probably, given how you've been acting up to this point, sort of in lockstep behind me, sort of at the hem of my coat.
And I just freeze, and I imagine whoever's behind me probably trips up.
Just fuck up the whole. And you can like trip up Fyranie and not really Azathio because slime. They kind of just squish into the back of Fyranie. And you're just kind of looking around, trying to like sense where you see this, and like from the shadows, almost like out of nowhere, you just see 2 glowing yellow eyes just staring at you. You see this creature almost like kind of emerge from the darkness, and from the darkness you see an adult male Armadillo just kind of walk up towards you. Is an armadillo, but
a fucking cop.
Yup, it has a badge and a gun. No, an armadillo, except its shell is made of this like brown and with like little flecks of like silver shell. It is the size of a donkey, and it is a known carnivore.
Okay. Would I know what you do with Armadillos, or would I have to roll for something for that?
I just made up a fantasy animal. Of course you're gonna have to fucking roll for it.
I mean, it's a thing from the place that I grew up. I might just know it, but is that a nature check?
Either nature or animal handling. Nature, animal handling.
Animal handling. That's going to be a 22.
You know, Armadillos are blind. They cannot see, and they mostly they sense around via smell.
Why was my first thought throw David?
Wow!
My character.
We have like rations and stuff on us, right?
Probably.
So can I just take a ration and throw it to the side of the canyon to get out of the way of us?
Yeah, definitely, sure. God.
I do that.
Cool. Yeah, you throw this piece of jerky, and this pretty dumb Armadillo follows it and just starts.
I give a sort of vague hand signal, a sort of slight hand wave to signify okay with me, and I go around the other side of this canyon, and we sneak on out of there. Hopefully.
Great. Yes, you sneak on out of there. You make it out of the canyon. You walk for another like 40 or so minutes through the wastes. Nothing happens.
Is it now?
It is basically night.
Oh, right,
it is nighttime. The sun has fully set. The stars are beautiful. It's great. And eventually you guys make it to the tiny town of Bark.
Okay, so as we're like coming over I guess hill or dune or whatever as it comes into sight, turn to the party and say, okay, guys, what's the play here? I personally like to try and find someone in a sort of local position of power or something, try and ask if they have seen anything weird happen lately. I believe maybe Fyranie, would you want to come with me for that? You seem like you might be a sort of social situations type of person. Azathio, what's the play here? you're aware of how people interact with you as a concept. Do you want to try and sort of go a sneaky route? Is there something you can do?
Can I try sneaky so they don't realize I'm there?
If you can, maybe you and David try and sort of sneak around, see if you can find anything.
We'll sneak around and investigate.
Cool. Well, let's fucking go.
You walk into the town of Bart. It is practically a ghost town. There's not a lot of people here. The few people that are out, they are mostly like older men and women. Most of them are carrying some form of firearm, and they look incredibly sleep deprived. You see kind of on the outskirts of the town, there is just like a lot of like barns, and there's like a lot of like fences. Like you can tell this is the kind of town that really focuses on like livestock, although there doesn't seem to be a ton around as of right now.
Mysterious. I wonder what could be occurring here.
And you see in the town there is a sheriff's office / jail. There is a tavern, and there is just kind of like a line of like really like empty shops.
Me and Fyranie are going to try and find just anyone who looks like they're in any sort in charge to any degree. Someone who looks like they might know.
We had to the sheriff's office.
Yeah.
We're gonna nosy around. I think we'll definitely see what's up with this town. It seems like they're very on edge.
Sure. Yeah. Be careful about that because they are on edge, and you're like a slam individual, and they might think. And people keep thinking you're gonna eat them when they're not on edge. So like, be careful.
I'm like the wind. You won't see me. I'm so stealthy.
I have a hard time believing that, but Dave, just take care of them. Yes.
Azathio slimes away, just like a slug. Just.
So if you slow down a little bit, you're quite fast.
Yeah, sure. We'll start with Zeke and Fyranie. You guys walk into this tiny little sheriff's office.
As we're approaching it, does it look like there's anyone inside? Or is there anyone outside? What is the vibe of this as we're approaching it?
You can see there is just like one like sleepy sheriff kind of like sitting at his desk, and no one is in jail. Like this man is like he looks like he's on his like 4th hour of a break. Vibes.
I knock on the door.
Yes. Yeah. Hello. Yes.
Hi there. Sorry for the late occasion. Are you the sheriff of this here town?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Sheriff McFudgeons. It's nice.
God damn it. Okay.
You happen to be related to a officer McFudgeons?
You know my brother? How is he? He moved to the big city years ago.
It's great.
He said he's gonna be a writer or something.
We're on great terms.
Man, that's wonderful. So did he send you? What's?
He did not. Can we come in?
Please. Sorry. Yeah. So he welcomes you in. There is just like not enough seats. There's a seat for him, and there's just like a random stool.
I will stand.
I'm standing as well. I'm playing the we're here on official business angle as hard as I can. Hi, Sheriff McFudgeons. I'm Zeke. I sort of put out my hand for a handshake. This is my compatriot Fyranie.
He gives you a nice handshake, and he goes to give Fyranie a handshake. It's nice to meet new people always. So what brings you to humble little town?
I gather there's something strange happening out here. Have you noticed anything sort of out of the ordinary? I see the town in general seems somewhat on edge. Let me tell you now. This town, real superstitious. A couple of goats and cows have gone missing. It's probably just some Armadillos or some kind of other predator. But stories and rumors have been going around lately, and people are on edge. Can't sleep at night.
When did all this start?
I would say around just 2 months ago. But at that point, people didn't really notice as it kind of started small, like chickens and stuff. And now full, like a horse has gone missing, I think.
Damn.
Nuts.
Full horse?
A full horse.
I don't think a Armadillo could take a full horse. Dang. I understand that this may be a run-of-the-mill occasion. In any case, we've been hard to help out around here. If there is some manner of, if some sort of pack of predators has moved in, we're going to try and deal with that. We're going to try and help you out here.
Hey, go ahead. The people of this town seem kind of hell-bent on protecting themselves, but if you want to try and help, please go ahead.
Look, I understand how people get in these sort of places. I'm from a town like this, but just for thoroughness, it may be nothing. What are the superstitions that the townsfolk are telling you of?
Oh boy, a young woman that goes by Susie, I believe, said she saw some kind of creature. It's made of like dust and sand. She said it was around the size of a hair, but it managed to take a whole goat with it. So
maybe we could talk to her first. Could you direct us to her at all?
Young Susie. She runs the tavern in town.
Nice.
Azathio and David on their totally tubular adventure. What are y'all two doing?
So tubular.
So tubular. Radical. What am I throwing?
Wacky adventures.
So could we just investigate general area to see if anything is strange?
Okay. You look around. You kind of see the fences that are near the barns on the more outskirty part of the town. And you see there are just some deep claw marks up in these fences. There is obvious attempts of attempts of trying to get in, and you see a couple of the fences are actually broken, as if something had gotten in. And you kind of see in the middle distance next to next to the fences, there's a good 5 or so farmers carrying shotguns, just kind of making eyes at each other. You can just see there's some kind of tension going around in the town right now. Not that kind of tension. Milo, I
didn't say, because I was enjoying this farmer on farmer
God damn it.
conflict.
Farmer on farmer.
Oh my god, my favorite AO3 tag.
So go on, Faisa. What's happening in this cool scene of farmer on farmer action?
Please stop.
Do we recognize the claw marks to any particular animal?
Yeah, could I do some kind of check for that? Well, I rolled a natural 1. So
oh boy,
you don't know shit about animals.
David has been in the cities pretty much his entire life.
Man,
you learned that this is a fence.
Oh wow! Look at this funky design feature.
Whoa! Oh my god! You look at these claw marks and you think, oh
man,
my
the
god,
architecture out in the waist is so quirky.
Dang, they have even out in the waist. Who'd have thunk it?
I got a 10.
The marks on the fence and the Armadillo's claws don't look the same. The fences don't look as if something has cut it or it's been sliced. It has been worn down. There's no clean slice, sandpaper. Is there anything else you guys do?
Yeah, I mean we should probably try and find some people. You say the shops are relatively empty, but should we check out? I think we should check out the tavern.
There's all this farmer on farmer action that you could investigate.
I think we're gonna leave them to their conflict and move on.
A conflict.
Or romance.
It's not our business. We can stand and watch them, but David is already walking towards the tavern.
As you walk away, you see these farmers are giving some just smoldering eye contact.
So have David and Azathio given up on sneaking around, or just decided not to? Because you're just gonna walk into a tavern now.
Sneaking. He's not going inside the tavern.
Okay.
David goes inside the tavern and then realizes Azathio isn't with him. Feels incredibly anxious and takes a step out of the tavern again.
And goes to take a step out of the tavern, but is probably hit in the face by the door as Zeke and Fyranie step into the tavern. And Zeke, since you're sort of knocked out of the way, doesn't see you, and just makes a beeline over to the bar.
Azathio's still outside, like trying to hide in like a shadow made by the whole tavern, and is like slammed against the wall as thin as possible.
So what's the vibe in here as me and Fyranie walk in?
It is slow. People aren't having a good time. You see there's like a bunch of people just absent-mindedly like stirring like a bowl of soup, and one guy, like, that soup is just like fully spilled, but they're still doing that like spoon stirring motion. They haven't even like noticed they've spilled it. There is just kind of like a old piano player in the corner just playing this like drab music. And you see at the bar there is a woman just kind of like doing the stereotypical bar, motion of just cleaning some glasses.
She's doing her idol animation.
NPC glass cleaning.
I walk over to the bar. Hi, are you are you Susie?
Who's asking?
Hi, I'm Zeke. This is my compatriot, Fyranie. We were told by Sheriff McFudgeons that we were told by Sheriff McFudgeons that we could find you here.
Why'd you like that's this pretty common name out here.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. We're used to it. We know his brother who lives in the city.
Oh, how is he?
We are on good terms.
He's doing well.
Hi, I'm Susie Gardner. This is my tavern. What's up?
We were told that you saw the events that have been happening recently firsthand. You saw some manner of dust devil or something like that. We're trying to help out around here. We're trying to work out what it is that is happening, supernatural or no, in Bark, because you and I both know something is happening. Just, is there anything you can tell us?
Oh boy. Well, something bad is going on in this town. And nobody really believes me. Since everybody is really, really preoccupied and blaming each other. Honestly, most of the farmers think the missing livestock is just due to other farmers. That's why we have so much farmer on farmer action.
So much farmer on farmer action.
So they were just kind of accusing each other of stealing each other's livestock. So that's why everyone is extra vigilant. And I don't know. Around a couple days ago, checking on my horse, and just out of nowhere, I just saw this dust creature like attempt to go off with him. I had my trusty.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Was it like a dust devil that picked it up, or was it like a creature that was made of it, or like some manner of elemental?
It was like it barely had a form. Like it only like turned into a thing as it like ran away. It's almost as though this wind engulfed my horse, and then I kind of shot the air a bit, and I think I hit something because I heard a clang, and then it turned into this weird little gremlin thing, but it was still made of dust and wind and stuff. It was a little gremlin. Around just the size of your briefcase friend over there cowering in the corner. And then it just kind of scampered away.
That briefcase? Oh, David, you're in here. Hi. So you think there's some kind of magics?
I hope not. If that's some kind of new creature, order help us all.
Okay, yeah. Well, damn. Okay, do you know, has anyone else seen anything like this? Is there anyone else that you think we can talk to before we're just running out in the waste trying to find gremlins?
She kind of like leans in. I know it's only been confirmed to be stealing livestock, but I think it's starting to take people too. My ex-husband, Gregory,
okay.
He's been gone for around 2 days, and I thought it was suspicious since, we're pretty tight. We're still chill. And if he were to skip town, I'd hope he'd, give me a message where he disappeared. I mean, hopefully I'm just being paranoid and he's on some grand trip towards God knows where. But
Out of game, I'd like the idea of Susie just like using this situation to hide the fact that she's like murdered her ex-husband or something.
Yeah, can I roll an insight check?
Please, I was thinking it the entire time. I was thinking, that's kind of sus. Wait. Come on. I know you probably didn't mean anything by it, but all I'm thinking is, that's kind of sus.
That's a 22 insight.
This woman did not murder her husband. You can tell she's lying about liking him.
Cool.
Oh.
Okay. Damn. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. We'll try and find your man. What was that name? That was Gregory. Gregory what?
Gregory
McFudgeon. No.
Name is my math.
No, it's Gregory McFudgeons. Thank you.
Damn. Okay. There's a lot of McFudgeons around.
The McFudgeon clan runs far and wide.
What's Fyranie doing in here while I'm having this conversation?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Yeah, what are you doing, bud?
Can I like investigation or perception, like to see who else is in the bar?
Right.
I'm gonna go for investigation. That's a 16 plus 5. So 20.
Ooh. I mentioned this in the beginning, just like a tiny bit. Everyone in this town looks like ultra tired. And like you're in this tavern where like people should be like having a rest, you know, enjoying some food or whatever. Everyone looks as though they have missed like 3 days worth of sleep. People like look so tired.
Faisa,
like,
stop imprinting your university life on these poor citizens.
you know, art imitates life, and I just see art throughout. So hey, maybe you see a couple of these people in like farmers' outfits, like a lot of denim. One person just kind of has a pitchfork on the floor as they're stirring their spilled soup. Yeah, everyone's tired. There's a couple of farmers in here, so if you want to grill them for more specific info about the missing whatever.
You're talking about these people just sort of standing around stirring soup? Is that if that's a normal thing to be happening in here?
It is like, no, it's like some people, they have bowls of soup that they're eating, but like, you know when like you're lost in thought where you're just kind of like, you're just like doing a motion? That's what they're doing.
Okay, so they're not like standing by vats of soup in the middle of this pub then?
No, they're
okay,
at
cool.
tables,
That's what I understood from that.
I approach one of the tables.
Oh, great. Yeah, no, you go towards the table with the two farmers making eye contact.
I approach some farmer-on-farmer action.
And they actively do not notice you. They are just so entranced by the soup.
I give a tap on the table.
Oh, oh, hi. Can I help you?
You guys all right here?
The guy you touched and spooked is like, oh no, I'm good. I think I fell asleep with my eyes open. Nice to meet you.
Hi, lovely to meet you folks. My name's Fyranie. I'm here reluctantly on business. The aura I'm getting from this town seems like everyone's a little on edge. And can you give me any kind of lowdown on what's been going on with you guys?
Give me, this is like a low DC. Give me like a persuasion check. Shit.
I rolled a 3.
Oh boy. No modifiers?
Plus 3, 6.
Wow. A farmer like opposite of the guy you scared goes, no, fuck off.
Excuse me? Rude. I apologize for Prine. It's just me and my colleagues. Just want to know if there's anything we can do to assist. That's all.
Oh, yeah, you want to help. Sure. You know what I'm tired of? All you fucking outsiders coming in, making homes in our little town, and then when things get hard and horses go missing, y'all suddenly want to leave, leaving the rest of us to fight off whatever the fuck this threat is.
We don't live here. We don't wish to move in and impede on your businesses or your things. We're simply asking. We don't want for anything in return from you. What? You don't have to go into specifics. I understand how much of an emotional time this
emotions. I don't have emotions. I don't.
All right. That's chill too. That's chill too.
I don't feel those. I did what every God-fearing man does. I felt them until the age of 3, and then I repressed them, and I take them out when I shoot things.
Sir, do you have a
I hear that.
or anyone that would be afraid of the things going on right now?
You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid of losing my fucking job because all my cattle seem to be going missing.
Well, I would hate to see a hard-working man lose his job. We're here to help, you know?
You mean deception check?
Deception! I'm not being deceptive!
do you really give a shit about this? That sounds semi-sarcastic.
Nice. I'm not trying to be deceptive.
Okay. If in your heart you know you're being honest, you may roll persuasion again.
That's better. 15 plus 3, 18.
You know what? At least somebody in this fucking town understands how hard we
Feminism strikes again.
You know what? We had a bunch of this town, it used to be bustling. It was growing. It was probably gonna become a big old city in a couple decades or whatever. But as soon as the shit started getting stolen,
this town with like 50 people in it.
It was probably gonna become the second biggest city in the world. I tells ya. But then as soon as things started going missing, people started moving out, taking their cattle elsewhere to settle in elsewhere. And then before you know it, whatever the fuck is taking our cattle had less pickings. We're all kind of on edge since they mostly strike at night.
I feel he's not hostile, but like kind of on edge. So I don't tap him per se, but I kind of like just tap the table in like solidarity. I like go. Okay, I don't say that's rough, buddy, but like equivalent
is that how tapping the table in front of someone would read? What are you talking about?
I don't fucking know, Finn. Shut up.
Okay.
Damn. It's rough, buddy. Oh, sorry.
God, you are incapable of sounding genuine.
Fyranie didn't want to be here in the first place. She's trying her best. That sounds awful, man. I can imagine this town absolutely just brimming full of people and life and color and just
he is nodding.
Those good vibes. But we're here to help you return back to that life once we get rid of whatever's ailing you folks.
If you came here on some magic ship or whatever the fuck to come save us from our problems, please be our guest. Because let me tell you, everybody in this town is sick and tired. Probably gonna commence soon. 5 a.m. ish. Like early morning / night. That's when they come. So
there's a clock in here, right?
Yeah, there is a clock.
What time is it?
It is like midnight.
Okay. Based on that, how much time do we have left before the Cataclysm event?
You have like half a day left.
So is everyone like kind of keeping their own cattle to themselves, or have you all kind of grouped together to see what's left, or
grouped together? Are you crazy? Susie said it's some kind of fucking dust thing. I'm pretty sure it's fucking McGregor from down the road that's stealing everyone's cattle. He probably has a secret bunker with a bunch of cows somewhere.
One of your classic secret cow bunkers.
Fucking son of a bitch, stealing everybody's.
That McGregor and his cow bunkers.
Yes,
it's not crazy. It's
okay. Sorry, for reference, Faisa, you've given us two important characters called Gregory and McGregor, two separate characters.
It's just okay. Yes, the linchpin of this entire fucking adventure. Okay. McGregor, so important. And on that note, we're gonna cut to outside in the darkness, vast and moonlight. Yeah, we just see Azathio chilling outside. What are you doing?
Yeah. Was I eavesdropping the whole time in a good enough place next to the window to hear everything?
Yeah, the window's kind of like conveniently creaked open, and everyone is just like so sleep deprived. They're not even noticing you.
Can I go to see if I can sneak into McGregor's house and see if there is a cow bunker? Okay. Let me rearrange the Lego blocks that make my brain. Yes, you may go check out McGregor's cow bunker.
God damn it!
Oh, great! Boy. I rolled a nat 1 for investigating that bunker. So
a nat 1. Okay. First of all, the bonds, they're not named.
Oh god damn! This is gonna go badly.
So you're walking around. The bonds, they're not labeled or named in any way. So you're just walking into random bonds.
Not necessarily walking, but kind of sliming through, just sliding in. Does me nothing.
Great. Hey, Mamma Mia, that's pretty good. What's your armor class, by the way?
God damn it.
Us?
It's probably going to be like 11, right?
11.
Yeah.
Cool. So you're like about to grab a door handle, like to open up like a barn door, when suddenly you hit a gunshot and you are hit for 9 points of damage.
Oh shit.
I rolled really well. I'm sorry.
I assume we hear this as well in the bar, right?
Yeah, you hear a bang.
Oh god damn it! I'm running for the door.
Cool. So you all hear this gunshot and you all run towards the sound, and you just kind of make it to the scene of Azathio, kind of like a puddle in the ground with like a bullet kind of floating in their body. And a tired, like, older tiefling woman with, like, a smoking revolver in hand.
Can I speak to her and be like, ouch?
Sorry.
Yes, riveting dialogue.
It sounds like you're trying to convince her that you have been injured, but you have been injured.
Are you trying to persuade? Like, what?
No, I just don't want to scare her further. I want to express that I'm in pain.
Okay, cool.
Ouch.
I'll give it.
You want to express it, but are you in pain?
Yes.
Like she was like about to like ready to pop off another one. Azathio, you look into the eyes of this woman, and she looks back at you, and like you feel as though this woman is just like looking into like the depths of like your soul. Like she is seeing like directly through you, and like not as like a slime monster, but as like a person. Like she is looking into your eyes. And she just like slowly lowers her gun and goes, you scare me, but you don't seem dangerous. Short on that 20 on insight, gang. So, like, hey.
Okay, yes.
So I'm technically dangerous, but I will not hurt you.
You say that, and like fucking your frog like bobs up from your slime, goes Rubit. just say on top of your head.
Yeah, can I form into my humanoid structure and tip my hat like a gentleman?
She like nods back in return. She's very confused as what the fuck is happening. She looks at you.
So about that cow bunker, the cows be going missing, and me and my friend.
Azathio, first of all, are you all right?
I've been shot. I have been wounded.
Are you okay?
I am in absolute pain. It's very excruciating. But cow bunker.
Many apologies for my friend. There is talk of a cow bunker. They seem to have latched onto this.
Right.
We're just trying to work out what's going on here. We don't think that anyone's stealing the cows.
Right. Yeah. That slime is talking, and you all seem to think that's pretty chill. What?
Yeah, this is our friend Aza.
Wow.
He turned into a slime by accident a while ago. It's a whole thing. You know how these things get.
I'm a farmer from the waste. I don't know nothing about any of this.
I'm from the waste as well. This is city shit, I guess.
Can happen in the Bronx.
This is just sort of the shit that happens in the city, right?
I'm somewhat of an enigma.
Hi, I'm Eunice McGregor. Why did you want to go? Why were you at my barn? Slime person, sir?
Nice to meet you, McGregor.
Can I try and take over this conversation before Azathio says out loud, I thought that you were stealing all the cows and I was trying to investigate that. Because it feels like that's what he's about to do.
Before we continue, can I just cast, like, healing word on Azathio?
That's probably a good idea.
That is max. Heal for 6.
Ooh. Yeah, you just see a hole in like Azathio's like abdomen, just kind of like slurp back together. Love it.
I do not like healing magic at the best of times. Even in like human people, it's uncomfortable. But okay. Hi, many apologies.
Fine.
This is
healing man.
This is Azathio. I'm Zeke. These are our compatriots, Fyranie and David. We were just sort of looking around here. We're trying to ascertain what is going on. Eunice, was it?
Yeah, Eunice McGregor. She kind of turns to Azathio and goes, I'm real sorry about shooting you. I thought you were, Susie's been running around telling stories. I assumed you were.
It only hurt a lot, and I'm healed.
And as she's talking, she kind of like opens up the barn door to like show you like what she like shot you for. And you just kind of see like lying down is just like the most like beautiful black cow, just like very soft, fuzzy looking black cow. Like with like these big old eyes, it kind of like looks up at you with really long eyelashes, and it has like a little bell, like collar like wrapped around its neck. And as Eunice like opens up the door, they kind of like go towards and kind of like start patting them on the head and goes, yeah, sorry I shot you. Well, if you shoot that cow, you'd shoot somebody too.
That's probably not true, but I respect our differences.
Sorry about the situation that brought us together, but do you know anything about what's happening in this town? Slime people excluded.
Well, the sheriff told us some Armadillos had just kind of started stealing a bunch of livestock, so we should kind of, stay alert for any predators from the waste.
And do you believe it's Armadillos?
Man, honestly, at this point, it could be literally anything. I've lost a lot of good goats to whatever this thing is.
What's your cow's name? Sorry. That's why I'm not calling him the cow the entire time.
Yeah, this is Lulu. This is my cow, Lulu.
Has anything happened to her, or like she's good, she's safe?
Oh God!
I mean, she is right here in front of you.
I
so
know, but has anything gone near her?
I stay here every night, guarding her, guarding the barn she's blazing, in case anything happens. Let me tell you now, I would be 6 feet in the ground before I let anything hurt Lulu.
Oh.
She's raised her since birth.
God, I hope that's not foreshadowing. Okay.
You know what it is? Someone has been spreading terrible rumors about me stealing cows. And so they're just jealous of me and Lulu, because nobody in this flippin' town has a cow as pretty as my Lulu. Not to toot my horn in any sense of the word, but Lulu has won a blue ribbon at the town fair for the last 5 years. So, everybody's just jealous. That's my humble opinion. So they're always, out to make me the bad guy in the situation. Also, be careful just walking around. I hate to be the one to say this, but people in this town aren't super empathetic. So if you kind of just sneak up towards someone's barn, people will aim for your head.
Yeah.
Head? Does where I shoot you matter? She's kind of looking at Azathio.
Eunice.
Yeah?
Look, it's probably nothing, but did you know a fella named Gregory McFudgens?
Yeah, he was my neighbor for a while. I think he's on a trip or something. I haven't seen him lately.
Did anyone see him leaving town? Did he tell anyone where he might be going, or did he just disappear? I mean, the last time I saw him, he was running pretty far away. Like he was just running. He was running. Like did he have like a? Sorry, so he just like was just booking it away, and you were like, oh, he's off on like a trip or something.
I mean, hey, he wasn't screaming or nothing. He was just kind of off. So do you plan on staying during the night in this town? What's your plan?
Most likely. If I'm honest, we've got a strict time limit on here. We're probably going to have to be investigating, as it were, through the night. But we'll keep out of y'all's way.
Good luck on your investigating, I guess.
Well, thank you, Miss Monroe.
And she waves you off.
I'm just gonna sort of bring everyone together and say, seems like there's more than one thing at play. Have any of you found anything helpful? David, what have you been doing?
Sorry, what?
Wonderful.
Yeah, I've been here. I still don't entirely know why I'm like here on the, why I was like picked this. I don't think I have any like useful expertise.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy.
Just a man and a dude.
Just a dude.
Yeah. We'll have to... But that is an investigation for another time.
Sure is.
Yes, I would say you have like around just like the time equivalent of a short rest. You haven't used any abilities though, so it's
no.
It is like 3 a.m. at this point when we cut back in.
Can we run a little. Zeke just wants to, while we're waiting around here, have a little conversation with David.
Ooh.
We're sitting on like the porch of the sheriff's office.
You hear the loud snoring of one Sheriff McFudgeons in the background. Such ambiance. And I imagine Azathio and Fyranie are just kind of hanging out in the corner doing stuff whilst this convo was happening.
Is he like telling Fyranie like everything about like things I've seen in the sewers?
I stay with Azathio. I'm very curious now about sewer stories.
We've been sitting here for a while, and sort of idly I'm going, you don't... I don't understand why you specifically. I don't really understand why any of us. Like, I get... Maybe I like know my way around the wastes. Maybe that's something, but there's definitely people that know their way around better.
Yeah.
And maybe... And there's magic people, but there's probably desperate magic people out there who don't live in the sewers, right? It's just, why us? I mean, do you trust her? It's just like what we've been told is true. I'm pretty sure of that. She isn't lying to us explicitly, but I do not know why it would be us. And like, our girl can see the future, right? There's got to be a reason.
I mean, surely. It kind of feels like some kind of scam, if I'm honest. I feel like I shouldn't be here. You have knowledge, at least.
I know my way around the world. It's been a little while, though, so there are certain aspects that I don't particularly.
Yeah, but you know more than I do, at least. I mean, Azathio has, like, some thing going on. He has like a life goal, maybe. I'm assuming.
Honestly,
he's trying to get back to not being slime.
That's like the only thing we know about him. Otherwise, he's just a complete wild card. It's very difficult to make any declarative statements about Azathio.
But he has something, like, interesting about him.
He goes out loud, my favorite color is absolutely chartreuse.
I go, oh my god, same!
Winning!
Besties.
But,
I'm now best friends with that.
but you surely you've got something going on. You've got something that you won't tell us what it is in that briefcase. I mean, what's your deal?
I don't know. I just want to make omelets, you know.
What? Sorry. Okay. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my god! Fyranie hears this specific part of the conversation and is now looking David dead in the eyes.
I just want to get my business.
I miss eating.
Look, things have
You
not
stand up and break into song.
That one song about eggs in Something Rotten.
David.
Yes.
Give me a charisma saving throw, please.
I'm fine.
A charisma saving throw. That's an 18.
You're talking about like your economic situation. You're talking about how like you want your goals and dreams. You don't want to be running from people asking you for money anymore. You just want a healthy business where you can like help people and like feed them and make money and just, you know, live a healthy life without not having to run around and worry about people, you know, fucking up your life off the money. And money seems to just be like the main thing that's just kind of like haunted your life. And like, as you're talking about this, like for like a fraction of a second, like you swear you see just like a silhouette of like a man wearing a big cowboy hat, a bandana around his mouth, and a revolver, and like spontaneously there seemed to be like a pair of like train tracks out in the distance of the way. Like it's like far away, you can like barely see it. This man looks at you with these glowing red eyes. You blink and he's gone.
And as you come back to reality, Zeke has been talking for like a while, and you're zoning back into back with the Bodex, and they were saying Well, they were saying that we. Sorry, are you all right? You look a little.
Yeah, I'm fine. Did you see that the train? And
the train? Yeah, we were on the train a few hours ago. We all saw that.
No, the train, like right there, like in front of us.
Can I make a medicine check to see if this man's having a stroke?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
David,
that's going to be an 8.
Post.
That's going to be an 8.
Honestly, you're the only one here who can save him. Zeke, he is dying.
Okay.
You got
yeah. David is just like staring off into the middle distance.
Oh God, what do I do? Someone told me about this one time. Something about toast. Do we give you toast? We gotta give you toast. Or do you smell toast?
No.
Please, I love this.
Fyranie looks over.
Fyranie, he's having a stroke.
God.
What do you do with a stroke?
What do you mean David's having a stroke?
He's having a stroke. He sees train tracks. And...
Can I sliver up to David and just try and be like in his shoes to see the direction he's looking in?
Like wherever David is staring off.
You look out into the distance and you just see an empty patch of the desert.
And I cast Detect Magic.
You're using a spell?
Whoa. Whatever David was looking at, outreach, it's out whatever. You don't sense anything in that direction particularly. But you do get like a very strong necrotic energy from the briefcase.
Oh.
The briefcase?
You hear a blood.
You hear Zeke going, can you walk? Can you feel your face? And I think at this point he's realizing that this man is just sort of fine and he's feeling slightly embarrassed.
And as you guys just had like hanging around being buds, you realize something's going on with this guy's fucking briefcase. You hear like a scream in the distance, and it is in the direction of McGregor's barn.
God damn it, not that cow. I take off running.
You notice as you're running, like other people hear the scream, but like they are also focused on just like protecting their own cattle and shit, that they're just like, you know what, fuck them, who cares?
You're really gonna out here about to kill like the best character that has been introduced so far.
You run onto the scene and
America's favorite cow.
You see the door of the barn has like fully been ripped off of its hinges, and you see like Lulu, like the cow is like floating weirdly, like they are like semi-levitating in the air, and you see Eunice is like holding her shotgun and is like trying to aim it at like it's almost like she's been like encircled in like a mini tornado.
I run and try to grapple the cow.
Roll me a strength check.
That's an 18.
You save this cow. 18's good enough. You grapple this cow. You get it out of like the wind torrent. But like it is a full cow. Like it is heavy. You knock it over. So this cow is like fully just laying on its side.
What's happening with the wind when I look back?
Yeah, as you knock it out, and like the wind, which was just kind of like circling around the cow, spirals towards the ground and kind of just like slinkies itself into like a hunchback creature. And you see, it is almost exactly the description Susan gave. It is around David's size. It's pretty small. It has these glowing eyes, and its body is entirely made out of like wind and gust and like dust. And it is just like ready to rumble. And as like you rip its prey out of its like body, like it like steps back. It screams really like it goes like this like battle cry, and like you see a bunch of wind start to form behind it, and like you see 4 other of these like wind spikes come up ready to fucking rumble.
And I stay with Lulu. I draw my gun. We'll take care of this.
Roll initiative.
Wait, I'll give us a nice clean way back in. What do you mean we only have 32 hours to stop the next cataclysm event?
No, we're